everything you own. Your shoes, your phone, your clothes, your furniture. Chances are once lived inside a giant metal box. A box that changed the world. A box that shrank oceans to doorsteps. A box that rewrote global trade, built megacities, and flipped supply and demand on its head. This is not freight. This is modern civilization. This is the shipping container. Imagine shipping a crate across the ocean in the 1950s. No standard, no uniform packing. Just crates, barrels, sacks. Each item handled by hand, loaded and unloaded by dock workers, one at a time. Ships hovering in port for weeks. Ships eroded rust buckets waiting at anchor, while horns of impatience blew across docks. Cargo lost, crates ruined, goods stolen, costs skyrocketing. Global trade was slow, inefficient, expensive, fragile. And the world was about to be disrupted. Not by a new technology, but by a simple idea. In 1956, a North Carolina truck driver and entrepreneur named Malcolm McLean stood on his trailer's loading dock, watching dock hands unload crates one by one. Unload, reload, unload again. It struck him. Why not make the whole trailer the crate? Why not stack goods inside a rigid, sealed container, hitch it to a truck, roll it onto a ship, and let the world move seamlessly? It seemed radical. Industrialists scoffed. Rivals mocked him. But McLean held the blueprint in his mind. He bought a surplus tanker ship, refitted its hold, built the crates, and renamed the ship Ideal X. On April 26, 1956, Ideal X sailed from Newark to Houston, carrying 58 containers. They were the first of their kind. Unloading at destination took hours, not days. Costs collapsed. Efficiency soared. The world had just changed, and people were about to find out. But one ship, one test run, didn't reshape the planet. What changed everything was standardization. In 1968, global agreement came. Container dimensions, corner fittings, load ratings, tight standards known to all ports, trains, and trucking companies. Now, a container from New York could be lifted by a crane in Singapore, moved by rail in Europe, and delivered by truck in Kenya, all using the same box. Intermodal transport was born. Ports reconfigured. Terminals rebuilt. Cranes rose. Blueprints changed. What cost weeks now took hours. What cost hundreds now cost tens. Trade boomed. Globalization surged. Containers were no longer just metal crates. They were the backbone of world trade. And they were about to change everything. With standard containers, goods could be manufactured in one continent, assembled in another, sold in yet another. Raw materials from Africa, electronics from Asia, clothes stitched in Bangladesh, furniture designed in Scandinavia. All moved with ocean, rail, and road in one seamless chain. Cities reshaped themselves around container ports. New megaports rose. Deep water harbors, vast storage yards, container cranes, logistic pipelines. The world became smaller, one container at a time. But not everyone was a winner. Not everyone benefited equally. Dock workers who once loaded goods by hand lost their livelihoods. Old port cities fell into decline. Jobs vanished. Families displaced. Old waterfronts died. Small docks emptied. Meanwhile, manufacturing shifted to low-wage countries. Factories rose in places with cheaper labor, resulting in cheaper goods we've all come to rely on. Progress came, but not without cost and risk. For decades, containers seemed invincible. But in 2021, the world got a wake-up call. A single container ship called the Ever Given got stuck sideways in the Suez Canal, blocking global trade for days. Factories halted. Supply chains snarled. Prices soared. The metal box that carried the world suddenly boxed in the world. Delays, congestion, port strikes, geopolitical snags, any weak link and the chain snaps. We became dependent on the box and its fragility. But the story isn't over. The box is evolving. Autonomous port cranes, electric and hybrid container ships, smart containers with sensors, AI-driven logistics. Shipping companies experiment with low-carbon fuels. Ports reimagine themselves as green hubs. The container might yet transform again. A suitcase of human ambition. That box reshaped the world, turned the globe into a marketplace, connected distant lives, brought goods, ideas, cultures, and conflict. Next time you buy something online, consider the journey. Consider the box. Because behind every purchase, there is a story of metal, labor, roots, and revolution. If this episode made you see the world differently, subscribe, share, comment. Tell us, what other everyday miracle should we uncover next?